First thing we are going to start with is 25 cookies in a Ziploc bag, or some people have used a food processor, but I don't have one of those. So I'm taking my rolling pin and crushing the cookies as fine as I can. I also only have 20 cookies in my bag, which was plenty for the cheesecake, but these gluten-free Oreo cookies were bigger than the Oreo cookie brand. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to put the cookies in a bowl, or if you want less dishes, you can put them in the pie pan. Next we have 5 tablespoons of butter that we are going to melt down. And I like to dice mine up in smaller pieces. They fit in the bowl better and they melt faster. And then we're going to stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds. And I checked it again and I put it in for 30 more seconds. So next we're going to make sure there's no more butter chunks and pour that into the crushed cookies to make your crust. Mix it up so that all of the butter is kind of on all the pieces. You want to make sure that all the cookies going to stick together to make a nice crust. After all of the cookie and butter is mixed together, you're going to pour it into your pie pan. I used a 9-inch glass pie pan to make my cheesecake, and you're just going to pat it down and make sure some of the crust goes up onto the edge, like I'm doing here. And make sure and pat it down pretty hard so that it all holds together firmly and that you have a nice base for your cheesecake mix. After that is all finished, you're going to put the cookie crust in the fridge for 30 minutes or until you get your cheesecake mix put together. Now we are going to make our cheesecake filling. First, we're going to put a whole block of cream cheese into the bowl and make sure that it's room temperature because it definitely mixes up a lot easier when it's soft. Then we are going to add a 1/3 cup of sugar to our cheesecake, and you're also going to use a whole tub of Cool Whip. Then we're going to just whip this all together until it is nice and smooth. After it's all whipped together, I like to go through and scoop the sides down or scrape the sides down and the bottom to make sure that I got all of the cream cheese and the sugar mixed together. Next, we are going to take our filling and put it with our cookie crust, and you're going to want to make sure and smooth it out so that it's even through the whole cheesecake. Next, I like to clean off the spatula because there's always a little bit extra, and don't forget to try it. So you're going to put it in the refrigerator after you have the filling all in there for 2 hours before serving it. I hope that you enjoyed this gluten-free cheesecake tutorial and yours tasted as good as mine.